My name is Faria. Today I'm going to talk to you about the constructivist approach to learning. In my presentation, I will talk about what constructivism is, the major features of the theory, some strengths and limitations of it, and why I believe this theory to be reflective of effective teaching. From our Week 5 Learning Material 2016 and from Duchesne and McMurray 2016, constructivism can be defined as learning that is an active and engaging process. Meaning is constructed by the learner and new information is built on prior knowledge. Fundamentally, the theory is based on principles of Piaget and Vygotsky. Taken from McDavid et al. 2010, central to Piaget's theory are that children are active and motivated learners, and children order their experiences. That is, they gather their experiences and integrate them to view how the world works. Vygotsky introduced the social aspect to constructivism. He proposed the idea that children have the cognitive capability to learn, but need assistance and interaction with others of varying knowledge, as well as influences from their society and culture to fully develop. Therefore, some of the major features of constructivism is that learning is an active process and it uses higher order thinking skills such as problem solving, reasoning, calculating, and exploring. Students are not seen as tabula rasa, but rather as people who have prior knowledges and experiences. New knowledge is built upon prior knowledge, and teachers are seen as facilitators or guiders of knowledge. From Week 5 Learning Material 2016, Duchesne and McMurray 2016, McDavid et al. 2010, and Winnett Education 2004, there are two types of constructivism. Cognitive constructivism, which looks at how an individual constructs knowledge, and social constructivism, which is based on Vygotsky's social theory of development and looks at how children socially construct knowledge. Duchesne and McMurray 2016 and Winnett Education 2004 describe some major differences between traditional learning and constructivism learning. That is that constructivism learning engages children in learning, whereas traditional learning saw children as empty vessels that needed to be fed knowledge. Traditional learning uses repetition, memorization, and resources mainly such as textbooks and worksheets, whereas constructivism uses activities that are authentic, have a real life context to them, where they encourage children to ask questions and engage. Traditional learning also saw teachers as the source of knowledge and students as the recipient, whereas in constructivism, teachers are facilitators of knowledge and encourage children to participate in discussions. If we take a look at the classroom, we can see that there are many applications of constructivism, such as role play, debates, group work, and real-life activities such as internships and excursions. By Duchesne and McMurray 2016 and Winnett Education 2004, there are some strengths and limitations to this theory. Some strengths include that children are more likely to engage, enjoy, and have fun when learning is an active process. Constructivism takes into account the social and cultural experiences that children may have. It also allows learning to be transferable from the classroom setting to real-life situations, and it encourages collaboration, communication, and social skills. Some limitations of this theory are that it can be time expensive to set up the classroom and complicated to implement this in the classroom setting. Some students who are shy or quiet may be drowned out by the louder students when doing group work and therefore may not be able to properly express themselves or their ideas. Students who do not have the skills to problem solve or be inquisitive may then become disinterested in learning. My views are that humans are social beings and that we interact with one another, and our experiences connect and link us and help us to develop socially, emotionally, and cognitively. Therefore, I believe the constructivist theory is reflective of how we interact, communicate, and seek knowledge in the real world. Reflecting on this theory, I believe it is an important learning theory that greatly assists children in gaining the necessary skills that are needed to be meaningful contributors and active members of society. Children come from all different backgrounds and have different experiences, and constructivism encourages this to be used when children are learning. It also uses everyday situations to teach the curriculum and encourages teachers to be facilitators of knowledge. In my belief, this is effective teaching, as constructivism teaches children to take ownership and have autonomy of their learning and encourages them to be lifelong learners and always inquisitive and eager to seek knowledge. Constructivism, in my view, also encourages the teacher to continually seek knowledge, as the teacher gains experiences from their students because they come from different social and cultural backgrounds, and this can help the teacher facilitate discussion and learning in the classroom. I have very fond memories of my schooling years, and of when I look back at them now, I can see how constructivism was applied to them. I remember in grade 3 when we were learning about the Melbourne Cup, we drew horses, cut them out, put them on sticks and rode them around the oval, mimicking the Melbourne Cup. And it helped us to learn about how important sports was to Melbourne culture. I remember in grade 5, we were so excited that we were going to be paired up and doing the volcano experiment ourselves instead of having to just watch the teacher do it in front of the classroom. Even when I look back at my university learning experiences, I can see constructivist theories being applied, such as peer-based learning in tutorials or having the opportunity to dissect the human body to learn about human anatomy. I believe that being actively participants and having fun and engaging and meaningful activities help us to learn and retain information. To conclude, constructivism is a theory that encourages meaning to be constructed by the learner through making learning an active and engaging process. It encourages learning from authentic and real-life scenarios and places value on prior knowledge and experiences. Its ideas are largely based on the social and cognitive principles of Piaget and Vygotsky. It differs from traditional learning in that it encourages children to be inquisitive, ask questions. The disadvantages of constructivism is that it can be timely to set up in the classroom. Quieter students may be drowned out by the louder students. Overall, constructivism urges children to take ownership of their learning and equips them with skills and knowledge to be able to use outside the classroom setting, and encourages them to be lifelong learners. Thank you.